Stephen Hawking says humans must flee Earth within a century or we could face extinction. So this is just a year after he says we've got 1,000 years approximately left before we need to leave Earth and colonize space. And now we've got 100 years. So what happened to that other 900 years, Stephen? And it's interesting because I do find it fascinating that very intelligent people out there feel that we live in some type of holographic simulation. There's experts out there that say we've got less than 100 years left, and there's experts out there that say they have no idea. So how do you really know? I mean, for goodness sakes, let me read to you a couple scary statistics here. First of all, there's so many things that could go wrong. And with, 460 nuclear facilities around the world, there is endless amounts of nuclear radiation and spent fuel rods, nuclear submarines on the bottom of the ocean, and asteroids hurling through space, meteorites. We're on the brink of world war, supposedly, with a bunch of narcissistic global leaders ready to push the button. So, yes, but we're still here. Things are still good. There's over 7 billion people on the planet, yet somehow we still find a way to get fed and clothed and have water to drink and have a roof over our heads, and we can still go out and have a good time. So, now, here we go. This is very interesting. Just found... Where did this go? Dang it. Oh, yeah, here we go. The average exercise bike harbors 39 times more bacteria than a cafeteria tray. Typical free weights have 362 times more germs than a toilet seat. This is at a gym. And the treadmill you're running on averages 74 times more bacteria than a typical public bathroom faucet. So, there's doom all around the corner, right? There's all sorts of bacterias out there and nasty nanogoblins and viruses and the threat of nuclear war. So what is it that still keeps us here? And with all the poisons that they're blasting the world with on a daily basis, and I definitely see a lot of it, I'm sure you do too, not just the chemtrails and the stuff that's in the water, the stuff that's in the food supply, the stuff that's in the medicines, the stuff that's on TV. It's amazing that we're as healthy as we are. So there's definitely something to thought. So let's keep positive vibes and good thoughts into, so we can, not only for ourselves, but for everybody else. We have to have good energy. We have to have a positive outlook on things, because oftentimes you create what you think and you bring to you what you're oftentimes speculating and focusing your energies on. So I think we've got a lot more than 100 years. I think that this is almost like a PR piece for this colonization of space, which I'm excited about. I think that we definitely should colonize space and have the right to travel to the stars. And it sounds like a lot of fun to me. It's like the next level of an airline flight. Although I hate to fly, if I had an opportunity to go to the moon or go to another planet, depending on the quarters that I'm able to hang out in during the trip. Like if you've seen the film Interstellar, I think, that just came out recently, where they travel the stars and they're basically put to sleep for X amount of years. So by the time they get there, they wake up and it was like just a nice nap. That'd be quite interesting if you could sleep for 80 years and wake up on another planet. Be definitely interesting. So with impending doom on every corner and all these scenarios and possibilities, why are we still here, folks? Seriously. And do you think that we've only got 100 years left? And do you believe what Stephen Hawking says? Or is it just the point now where it's almost like he's used as a public relations campaign spokesperson for the media's agendas and for corporate agendas, for the factions unveiling of certain paths that they want to take people down? You're like sculpting of the masses' consciousness, getting people in tune with their thought process, such as the war game that we see every day in the media, where they push North Korea and Syria and China and Iran and Russia and all these bad guys and all these goblins out there that we got to worry about. Yet, if we're so close to going to war with Russia, then why are we still working in conjunction with them on the International Space Station? Oh yeah, that doesn't exist. I forgot. Yeah, could you imagine what would happen if just 30%, let's just say 33% of the mass consciousness, 33% of the population, 33% of the people even listening to Leak Project could focus their intentions on one positive thought, on one good thing, and have the exact same mindset at that time. For example, not the term, but the sound. That's got a very powerful vibration to it. And if we could all focus our intent and think really good thoughts for just 33 seconds. I'm using the term 33. You know why I'm using the term 33? Because 33 is the apex of many numerological orders. And 33 is also considered by many to be the peak year for the human. Now, for me personally, I look back at 6 years ago when I was 33, and it was an awesome year. I don't think it was my best year. I think I'm in better health now than I was when I was 33, yet a lot of people reach their prime at 33. I think Jesus was 33 when he went on the cross, right? So it's a very powerful number. And numerology, each number has a significant vibrational frequency and pattern. And if you learn how to utilize these numbers and these frequencies and numerology, and you start to see these patterns around you, you have specific thoughts in your mind and you look at the clock and it's 11:11, or something that resonates with you on a specific subject or path that you're going down, then there's just another confirmation via numerology oftentimes. Number 5 is my life path. 23 follows me around like crazy. And I used to sign my name with 23 because RB is, you can kind of get the 2-3 out of that. And the 5 life path, for me, if you read it, it's to a T. And also I'm thinking of the number 5 that's represented in Hollywood films, such as Short Circuit. Number 5 is alive. Remember that cat? He was cool. The android/robot that was actually at one point a defense weapon, got hit by lightning, woke up, became alive. Number 5 is alive. And there was another film recently that came out that the number 5 android was like waking up. I can't remember what that was. It was a TV show. It was in a previous podcast that I did. So that was awesome. 5, 23, and then also 42. 23, 42. 42 tends to follow me around sometimes. I'll notice that number in specific times of significance, which some people think that Toth, his number was 42. If you get into the mystical aspects of 42, and even in Hollywood side of things, if you've seen the film The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that million-year question that was asked to the supercomputer archetype was, what's the key to the world? What's the question? What's the secret of the universe? A million years later, the secret of the universe is 42. And then you look at the series Lost, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. That specific number sequence is incredible. Great series, Lost. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend watching it. I watched the entire 6 years in like 60 days. I binge watched it. That's one of the things I love about Netflix and Hulu and stuff, is you can just binge watch your favorite series. I'm kind of going on a tangent here, aren't I? I'm divagating from the original topic. Yet that's how I roll, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll just intertwine it back and forth, so we'll bring it back to you somehow. We are the change, ladies and gentlemen. We are the change. Thank you so much for being here with me. This wouldn't be nearly as much fun without you, and not only that, it wouldn't be nearly as effective. It would not be nearly as effective without you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your support. Thanks for being here with me. Make sure to share these far and wide. Social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter. There's a whole bunch of really cool forums out there, alternative news forums that you can send the links on. There's people that have asked me before, can I share these on social media platforms? Please do. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you want to get access to exclusive content, I have been updating the premium section of leakproject.com lately. We're going to start doing a lot more exclusive shows for premium members. And it's $10 a month, or we have a special, it's $50 for the whole year. You'll get access to, we're at over 800 podcasts now. and they're downloadable, they're streamable, they're ad-free. Your contributions greatly help us here at Leak Project. And another thing, too, is I've been taking this stuff called colostrum from getthetea.com, and it is amazing. I love this stuff. If you're interested in a product that's very effective, at least it is for me, and something that is actually kind of good for energy levels, it's also been good for my digestive system, I've noticed. Now, this is me personally. I don't know what it's going to do for you. For me, I love this stuff. I just take one scoop every single morning, and I get it from getthetea.com. If you decide to check out getthetea.com, they've got a whole bunch of really good products there. They've got stuff for your skin. They've got stuff for your hair. They've got stuff for your digestive tract, your immune system. They have different detox products and really good formulas that they use. I really like the formulas that are put together. Ronnie is the owner of getthetea.com. I know him personally. He's a nice guy. He uses the products as well. He practices what he preaches, and I would definitely check him out. So if you do end up purchasing something from getthetea.com, at the end when you check out, they'll ask how you heard about them. Make sure you let them know you heard about them through Leak Project, if you would, please. That also helps us out here a lot. Question everything and be the change you want to see. Hope to see you at X-Fest, May 19th through the 21st. It's going to be awesome out there. I'm bringing my telescope. There's going to be, I think we've got about 300 people right now that are going out there. It's going to be a really good opportunity to get in on the ground floor. It's a phase one opportunity on these 2,000 plus square foot concrete bunkers that are shaped kind of like igloos that were built by the military to house munitions. They're very strong, and they're in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota, and they're about half an hour away from the Black Hills. So if you've ever been to the Black Hills in South Dakota, it's awesome out there. One of my favorite places in the world. The Badlands, the Black Hills, Mount Rushmore, Keystone, Dead Horse, Lead, Deadwood. That's another township out there, one of the last townships to be incorporated in the Union of America. Really cool history out there. There's a lot of crystals and neat rocks and elements. There's this place out there that's got these weird gravitational feelings. Like it's just bizarre. I think it's called the Vortex or something like that. So there's a Leak Project listener that actually works at one of the, I don't know if it's like a resort or it's like a tourist setup out there in the Black Hills. And she was telling me some really cool history about the Black Hills, about the rocks out there and the elements and stuff like that. So it's fascinating indeed. All right, that's it. I'm done. Talk to you soon.